Well, this song really is like in the 70s. 7-Eleven coffee, probably one of the only things left that's made in the United States. Chinese takeout food. I'm not going to even go into that diatribe more. I'm not even going to go into it. But anyway, here we are. Sorry if I'm late. It's like it's March 15th, mid-month. Sorry I didn't get back to you guys. I've been running around. And as we see, everything seems to be just kind of melting back to normal. You notice? They're slowly, like, returning things back to quote-unquote normal. They're going to hand out some little pocket change to people so they can go use the money from the government they get to go buy stuff off the internet or Walmart. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe some people generally need it, though. Single mothers and things, of course. Struggling people. But I'd say most people that... If someone makes $75,000 a year, why should they be... Why are they getting money? I could see like 35, 40, depending on what city you live in, of course. You make $75,000 out here in Virginia, you're like a big shot. In New York, where I came from, it's really no big deal. But out here, you're living on an island. You don't need no money. So, I don't know. The thing is just scary, though, folks. Politics and all that stuff aside, from raw economics, I had taken some of it in university years ago, economics, to graduate, and it's kind of a kooky class. It was like weather prediction. They had all these formulas in them, all these things. It just really didn't work. Well, there's certain things work, like compound interest and things like that you figure out. But I'm saying as far as predicting markets, and it doesn't, it's like weather prediction. And let's be frank, or you don't call me Frank. Let's be real, okay? People that make, like hedge fund people and Wall Street people, that are making huge amounts of money, they're getting inside information. Come on. I mean, real. Let's be real. They're not just honestly investing. Now, I'm sure some did. They were lucky. But for the most part, I really am skeptical. And I reserve judgment on that, as they would say. As far as, anyone that's going to make billions of dollars by selling pork rinds or futures in oil or something, not going to happen, folks. And what I found out was years ago in the 80s, this is way back in the mid-80s when the stock market thing became the big fad on Hollywood. Everyone thought they're going to be like an attorney, an architect, or some kind of stockbroker. That was the thing when I was in school in the mid-80s. So it was kind of corny. But my cousins were stockbrokers in Connecticut, Westport. And the one brother, they had a seat on the floor of the stock exchange, which I forget how much money it takes to have a seat on a floor. But he represented a bunch of rich people from Connecticut. And well, he told me, here's the deal. I don't know if this is still true. Someone correct me. It turns out that the average Joe public, they could call in their broker to buy and sell up to 4 o'clock. And I think it's at 9 o'clock, the bell rings, and at 4 o'clock it rings. You can't buy, sell, you can't trade before or after that. Well, if you have a seat on the floor, you were allowed to trade another 15 minutes after the bell rang, which is unfair. You could trade trillions of dollars in 15 minutes today with computers. I don't really know if they're still doing that or they stopped it, but there was some wiggle room, unfair advantages there, because you could see the next day what was going to happen. Everyone's had to sit and hold on to their money till the next 9 o'clock the next day. You already traded tons of stuff because you knew something was going down in another country or markets. That's not fair to the little people, the average investors. You see these Ameritrade, and they try to get people to invest online. It's mostly a scam. I mean, I don't know. Some are legitimate. I'm saying not all of them. But you get into like the Vanguard level, Vanguard portfolio, that's big time. That's like Warren Buffett or Berkshire Hathaway. You could have over $500,000 in Berkshire Hathaway just to get a portfolio. There's not many people that can do that. And they have a little bit of, let's say, hints. Especially the Supreme Court.